All right, so here we go. Schlag Fireworks Show, Friday, July 5th. Here we have our Class C cakes. Just your average fun to kick off the show. We have these cakes hooked up to two Cobra firing system modules. So the way these work, there's a remote control that we have around our necks, and we choose which module we are going to operate. So once this turns on, we have all of our cues here. So we have it looks like 9 cues here for these cakes, and probably another 9 over on the other module. I don't know if you can see, but if I hit the test button here, we can check our continuity. They should light up green. Yep, see? Good there. They're all good to go. We'll press arm when we're ready to fire. So there's our Class C cakes. Part of our finale is we have gasoline bombs. We have 8 of these set up on 2 different Cobra firing modules. We're going to fill these with gas just before the show. We don't do it yet because we don't want them to get saturated. A nice salute to go off on this sequence here on that module. That's going to be fun. Now here we have Class B cakes. This is hooked up to 1 Cobra firing module. And these are the bigger boys. I know they're cakes, but they're large and packed. So these are going to be a lot of fun. They just go and go and go, and they are big. But speaking of big, if we come over here, we have 4-inch shells and salutes. Now these are all wired into sequence through a combination of both slow match and fast match. So this is just a 1 cue pony right here that's going to go off this firing module. Now these, we have a lot of cues set up. You can see here, let me show you. Bunch of cues set up for these 2 guys. These 4s. So these are the type that we set off 1 or 2 at a time and say ooh and ah, and we have 2 modules set up. That looks a little tight. Let me bring that in. There we go. Oh, excuse me. 2 for each rack, or 1 for each rack, I should say. So we're going to kind of savor these shells. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, get into the fun stuff. We have 5s and 6s over here, set up on 3 Cobra firing modules. It rained today, that's why we cover these. We don't even need to uncover them. They're gonna they're gonna lift off just fine through the plastic. So they're all set up through E-Match on the electronic firing system. So these are 5s. These are 6s. Oh, I lied again. There's 4 firing systems to hold all the cues for these. But that's not all. Way back here, we have 3 8s and 1 10-inch shell for the grand finale. Now for the 10, we have to bury the tube, and we staked it and got some wire and secured it. So there's an 8. I mean, if you look, that's a big shell. And there's 3 of those that we're firing off. 1, 2, 3. And here's the Grand Poobah right here. Nice big 10 hooked up to this firing system. And that's going to be our show. It's going to be fun. Happy Independence Day.